Previously on Deck of Many Aces. But I'm here. I'm just a lab technician. But I'm Mara. Pleased to meet you.
Can I do something that will fix the short-term problem and potentially create longer-term problems?
Don't cast charm, person. Don't cast charm.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, you're gonna cast friends, aren't you?
That's what I was thinking.
There are a couple of big, like, if you like, sort of unbutton his shirt, you can see like, and on the shirt there's like big singe marks and some kind of impact from something like firebolt.
Delphi knows a little bit about swamps and is like, wait, I'll show you, and then just lies down in the swamp. And I'm guessing it's able to cover her entire body in water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then gets back up covered in.
While she's in the
she
swamp,
take poison damage?
you roll me a can you roll me a perception check?
Oh.
Me. Or Delphi.
Delphi.
Oh!
13.
Okay, don't notice anything.
Oh,
God.
Raina Riftwood, you're under arrest for the use of charm person against a civilian. Welcome to Deck of Many Aces, an actual play podcast made with actual asexuals. I meant to say aromantics, but I'm tired. We will do that next time. That's fine. We are a group of people who identify as somewhere on the aromantic or asexual spectrum, playing 5th edition D&D with a twist. Every character's past, present, and future is based on a card drawn from the Deck of Many Things. I'm Ellie. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be your DM today, your demisexual...
We do this every time.
does it need a long pause if she tries to edit it out?
I can only think of the words you've already used.
Masquerade.
That's very good, because all I was thinking was man purse.
That's not too bad. It's better than male wife.
Yeah. 100%
Ellie, better than male wife.
I'll put that on, like, my Bumble profile or something.
I was going to say CV, but, either or.
That too. Bumble, CV, Twitter profile. Would you all like to introduce yourselves?
Hello, my name is I use she, her pronouns, and I play Tohsya Atherdale, the party battle master fighter, who also uses she, her pronouns. Tohsya is not against law enforcement. She doesn't want to hurt people who are just trying to do their job. And she thinks she should go quietly with these people. I want to hit something. Not gonna lie. I specifically built this character to hit something, and she hasn't hit something in a while. And I do want to hit something. My fellow players can do whatever they want with that information.
Yeah, that is the conundrum, isn't it? Cool sightseeing versus getting run out of town.
In theory, I love playing nice moral characters, and then there's just like a little gremlin sitting on my shoulder that's just like, kill, kill.
You just want to go feral.
Yeah, I do. I want to go stupid.
Hello, my name is Chloe, and I play Raina Riftwood, who is a tabaxi bard. We both use she, her pronouns, and really don't want to go to jail for something that they did unconsciously.
Woo!
I think you mean subconsciously, not unconsciously.
Well, yes, I do. They're basically the same word. Let's brush over it.
I am Eiriol. I use she, their pronouns, and I'm playing Delphi, who's a Growfolk warlock who uses she, her pronouns. Out of character, we shouldn't fight the police. Not because the police are, good or anything in this world. Mainly because, that's gonna go bad real fast. But in character, Delphi's ready to throw down real hard.
Oh, amazing.
I respect that.
Me and Am are at, exact opposites right now.
I could take the entire precinct if I wanted to.
Oh. Hubris, you're doing a hubris.
Out of character, Am could take the entire precinct.
Thank you!
Oh, it's me. Hello, I am Katie. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I am playing Morgan, who does not want to get run out of the city, would like to have job prospects in the future, would like to not be arrested, would like to bribe the police, except she has no money.
Wouldn't it be great if we knew someone that was like, you know, rich, but like also maybe didn't love the police a little?
Oh god. No, you get one. You either get money or you get to hate the police. That's it. I mean, that's a bit too real, to be honest, but you know.
That is maybe a bit too real. I'm also, like, realising we got to the end of, like, a few episodes ago and we had a big old break. And during that break, I did some thinking and I was like, you know what? One of my favourite vines to quote as a DM is, when will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Never!
Never!
So I was like, let's give you some consequences for your actions. Let's deviate from my original plan. And then I was like, okay, and I've got a really cool idea of how I'm going to finish episode 21. And then, like, episode 22, I'm like,
Yeah, how do you want to resolve this, Ellie?
how do I want to resolve this? No, that's up to you guys.
Do you have stats? Do you have stats if we try to fight them?
15 commoners.
I will not
A
comment.
swarm of commoners.
Gay fear.
Gay fear. Yes, what happened last time? What are we all alluding to?
I'm being arrested.
Got by the popo.
The Headley are here.
A while ago, Raina cast a charm person spell on a nice
Mara.
gnome who I attempted to bribe to not report us. That apparently did not work. If that bribe didn't work, then I definitely don't have enough GP to bribe the entire police force because I only have 18 total.
Oh my god.
I've got 105 gold pieces.
Oh my god, we have 123 gold pieces.
I have 65.
Oh!
Yeah, Delphi's got 50. I can't believe Delphi, the person who doesn't use money, has more money than you, Morgan.
Because I buy things with it.
Morgan absolutely has the spending habits of a rich person who has recently fallen upon hard times and therefore does not know how to
She
budget.
needed that fancy waistcoat, okay? Yeah, we get 200 GPs looking a bit more like it, maybe?
Shall we get into it and then we can roleplay what happens? As I said last time, a group who you can now identify as the police burst into the factory and said, Raina Riftwood, you're under arrest for illegally charming a civilian or something along those lines. The person at the front of the group is the gnomish woman with blue hair that you saw at the reception of the police station.
The one who might be corrupt.
The one who was talking to Felicity and being like, the investigation is closed. She starts saying, you have the right to remain silent, but if you do, and if you say anything, it may be used against you in court, as a couple of police gnomes flank her and start walking up towards Raina, presumably to arrest her. What would you all like to do?
I look at Raina.
Raina would probably just be like, whoa, okay, and like put her hands up kind of thing.
Okay, Toz was like, her muscles were tense, she like relaxes. She's taking her cues from Raina.
I mean, I want to fight them,
yeah.
but Raina has enough experience to know that's a very bad idea.
Yeah.
Also, there's a thing that I could like make things a lot worse with, but I have to perform for a minute. I can't work out. I cannot work out a way to engineer that.
Wait, police officers, stop. I need to do an interpretive dance of why you should not arrest me.
I mean, if you can
Hang on, I can't put my hook. I thought you said out-dab them for a second then. And I
dab
was
for
like,
a minute straight and they can't arrest you. That's the law, baby.
That's the law. That's law for you. These two gnomes come up to you, Raina, and put you in handcuffs and start to lead you out of the factory. Kaelin turns to you, Toz, and says, what exactly was your associate doing getting arrested that this sort of muddies our agreement somewhat?
Toz starts crying.
No one. Oh
Well,
no.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing.
Katie,
it's
am
all right.
realising that Morgan may have to be the one to do something here, and I, Katie, have no idea what Morgan should do.
No, you don't have to do anything. They'll stop asking questions once they start crying. We got the information we need. We don't need anything further from them.
I'll make
I mean,
you.
about the arrest, but okay.
Oh, we can just talk to Bask. That's fine.
Bastet.
That's it. Sorry, wrong podcast.
I'm very pointedly staying silent.
Good job.
Yeah.
So they lead you out towards like a little gnomish police wagon, and they take you away towards the police station. Unless anyone would like to intercept.
No, I can. I've got enough gold that I think I can probably post bail, and then we can talk to Bastet.
Oh, good point. Bail's a thing.
Maybe go to Bastet first. We can maybe.
Yeah, we will. We'll talk to her first. Yeah.
Bail. Delphi doesn't know any of this. Delphi's like, why is my friend getting taken? I'm not going to do anything because they're going.
Poor Delphi. Poor Raina.
I would like
Yeah,
to,
Delphi's not in trouble.
before they go, get the name of the officer who had been talking to Felicity and is now here, like, doing things.
She notices you hovering and says, "Can I help you?"
Sorry, I would like to just get your name for my records, if that would be alright. Thank you.
She gives you a very long glare and then says, "It's DSI Langland, if you must know."
Thank you, DSI Langland.
Glow kind of looks at you, at you, Toz, very concerned, and says, I can make you a cup of tea if you like. Please stop crying. It's gonna be okay."
I use my trunk to pick a hanky out of my pocket and dry my tears. And I'm like,
adorable.
I think it's perhaps best if we return to our lodgings.
Yes.
Of course. Yes, that sounds like possibly the best option. It seems here that this altercation is not going to reflect quite so favourably on our proceedings, so we'll have to have a little think about next steps. Sleep on it, as you said. Well, we wish you all a pleasant night's rest, and we hope everything goes all right with your friend.
Thank you very much. We apologise for the fuss.
Of course not. And then they start to escort you out.
We leave.
Can everybody give me a perception?
Except
+4, baby.
Raina, who ain't here.
Yeah, Raina's not here.
So's Raina.
15.
Sorry, Raina.
Teehee.
We split the party.
Ellie, we didn't
split the
split
party.
anything. Ellie split the
legal
party.
system.
The party was
We
split.
didn't have to split the party. We could just fight the police.
Great idea.
I got a 15.
What a great
Did you say
idea.
perception?
Yes.
That is, nat 20 +4.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Eiriol, what did you get?
6.
Delphi's too busy being sad about the law
I
enforcement.
think Delphi's just wildly confused. It's like, why is... Okay, the rain is leaving. For some reason, that seems legit, but...
But
Are they throwing a weird party or something? This is very strange.
oh gosh, what am I gonna give you for the nat 20?
Is this a secret? Secret?
No, it's not secret. Okay, you know what?
Do I have to leave?
No, I will do a helpful.
Thank you.
Thank.
Where are you actually before I do that?
Oh, no.
Where are you all heading? Are you heading back the way you came, or are you heading a different way?
We're going to the tavern.
I was just gonna hang outside and explain to Delphi what just happened.
Not right in front of the factory, absolutely not.
Well, no, just,
If
move
you
away
guys
a
stop,
bit.
Toz is gonna take you. Toz is moving you down a couple streets.
Yep.
Okay, so as you go to leave, Toz, you notice on the ground, sort of partially submerged by some grass and weeds, some kind of, I was going to say plastic, fantasy plastic,
It's
I
the
guess.
fantasy
card.
plastic again.
It's the fantasy plastic strikes again. No, I guess this would be more like a card, like a piece of card, about the size of a debit card.
I pick it up.
It is a library card for the university library.
Yeah, who does it belong to?
The owner is attributed as M. Little River.
Oh. That's not what I expected. All right, pocket that.
What did my nat 20 perception check give me, Webster?
Morgan, so things, it's getting a little bit later, it's getting a little bit darker, and the sun is setting, and as you start to walk away from the factory, you glance back down the alleyway that you kind of came through, that leads back to the swamp, and you just see, like, a flash of something reflecting in the swamp that you didn't notice before.
I stop and kind of look back at it, see if I can see it a bit more detail from where I am, without...
All you can see is some sort of, like, I guess the only reason that you saw it is because, like, the light, like, kind of very specifically...
Green's gonna go and see if it can see it in a bit more detail.
Okay.
Fly over.
Green flies over and sees that not too far from where Delphi was, like, lying down in the swamp, there's just the tiniest, like, less than an inch of something metal sticking out of the swamp.
Green tries to grab it with its beak and pull up.
It is too heavy for Green.
Okay, I tap Tohsya on the arm and kind of and slows down. And how far are we away from the factory?
Not very far
So
at all.
do you reckon they could see as if someone was, like, looking out the window?
Yes, they could.
There's no way to do this without being seen, is there, really?
Could you get Green to watch it and then we come back later?
In the dead of night.
That's actually a good idea. Let me see how familiars work again.
Yeah, my one worry is if there's like a certain range he can't leave, but I think that's just like without you being connected to him. So he should be able to go wherever he wants.
Yeah, I have to be within 100 feet to communicate.
But I think outside that, they can, like, sit and do stuff.
Yeah, but that just means I get back to find Green is missing, and then that's that.
I mean, he can sit on top of a rooftop and, like, just, what?
Yeah, if someone comes to move it, Green can tell us who it is.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'd have to resummon it. Yeah, okay. Is the roof of the factory within, like, good sight line of where the metal bit is?
Yes.
Okay, Greeny's gonna go up and kind of chill out on the roof of the factory and watch.
Cool.
And it is not going to get involved if someone comes and moves the metal thing, but it is going to try and watch and see who it is and where they go.
The three of you, where are you headed? What are you doing?
We should go see what's-her-face, Halfling.
Where is the
Unless
nearest...
that's-
Like, is the
yeah.
tavern very far from us?
It's not an unreasonable distance.
I think we should go there and start counting up our cash and see if we have enough for bail.
Yeah, do I have the Raven as well? Because I'd like to send one to Bastet.
Yes.
Do I have a word limit, or can I say whatever I like?
Yeah, it's I can't remember what the specific spell is, but it's...
There is a word limit, so I just need to look it up. 1 second.
25 words or less.
25 words, good god,
Or is
okay.
is this Animal Messenger? So I don't think Animal Messenger has a...
I think it was specifically sending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sending plus locate person, that's the
I'm
combo.
gonna do my 25 words. You ready?
Yeah.
Turins definitely murdered Delaware. Police bribed. Raina
Do we know...
jailed.
Do we know they definitely murdered them? Just to like...
Toz is like fully convinced.
Yeah, okay, so am I, but, like, okay.
Raina jailed for charm person. That's 11.
Cool.
Will bail?
Help bail question mark. Is that 14 or can that stay at 13?
That can stay at 13.
13. Help bail question mark. Others involved question mark. Who is M. Littlewood question mark.
Did I say Littlewood?
Yes.
No, Little
River?
Yeah.
Little
Little
River. So
River, yeah.
M. Little River question mark.
Littlewood is also a mathematician, so...
Who is M. Little River question mark. Why Turin's making time space tech question mark, and that's all my 25 words, and I send it off.
Oh, I was hoping you'd have some left so you could be like, love you.
No. You don't have to use all the 25.
Alrighty, are you sending this on the Raven Bastet gave you, or the fancy Raven that...
The Raven Bastet gave me, because I don't know that the one from Vega isn't going to go back to like the
future.
where the castle was.
This is
Back to the
true.
future.
We need to go back.
Mari!
Ayy.
I know, but I'm back. I'm back from the future.
So you are able to do that, and the raven flutters off mechanically into the distance. Are you back at the tavern by this point?
Yeah.
I guess we go back to the tavern to discuss stuff, but I will say at some point to Tohsya that, well, at least you don't actually, you haven't impressed them enough that you actually have to do a business deal with them now.
That is a bonus. I will say that. I honestly, I thought they may try to kill us. I was very intimidated.
When we went into the back room and they were like picking up a gun.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Oh, do I, Morgan, have any idea what a gun is?
Gunslingers exist.
I mean,
Do you guns?
I think
Yeah.
you can recognise a weapon as a weapon.
Like, are guns a thing though? Have I seen a gun?
I don't know if like our kind of gun is a thing, because I feel like guns in fantasy settings are always a bit meh, because I shoot someone and they die.
But if
is
it's
just
like
a
a
bit
ye olde
underwhelming.
pistol where you have to like reload it and it takes a whole minute for one little ball and then it takes ages.
Well, it's like a magic gun as well, so it's just...
Yeah, I was going to say magic guns definitely exist.
Well, we have magic. It's called magic missile.
Magic missile, right? So guns exist. Magic guns exist in this world.
Cannons probably exist.
Yes, you would recognise it as some kind of magic projectile weapon, shall we say. Magic ranged projectile
God,
weapon.
I want one. God, I really want one.
You're a wizard, your hands can do that. Like, you don't need a gun.
I don't have a gravity spell.
Well, learn one. You're a wizard.
A gravity
You're
wizard.
a wizard, Morgan. You're a wizard.
I'm a what?
You're a wizard. You don't need a gun.
So is Iona in the tavern?
I think the wizard with a gun would be funny.
Yes.
I want to introduce you to the Dresden Files, Katie.
Yeah, I know.
Also, there's a new game called Wizard with a Gun. But anyway,
What? I want it.
Iona has like managed to set everything up and has got a like sort of like a little room with there's 6 beds. It's like bunk beds. As you all come in, she looks over at you and says, "Where's your cat friend?"
Jail.
Good news and bad news on that front. She's not here, but we definitely figured out the murderer, though, I think.
I am confident in that. Yes.
That sounds like she's been killed. That's what you're saying, then.
Oh no, Raina's alive, or at least she better be.
Raina will be fine. It's a jail in a fancy city. We'll give her bail tomorrow. I'm sure she spent her time in worse places than this.
Poor Raina. I'm so sorry, Raina. But to be fair, this is entirely on you.
Wow.
Sad but true.
Oof.
I'm just glad I didn't get done for doing the bribing.
So, I'm so tired. Sorry, everybody. Yes. So we found the people who we think did it. The bad news is they're rich and powerful. The good news is this is our Oasis problem and not ours.
Good point.
So we have no obligation to bring these people to justice. We just wanted to find out what happened to Dr. Delaware, potentially if his murderer would be involved with whatever strange things are happening. I don't believe that is the case. We've passed the information over. I say we free Raina and then see what we can do in terms of returning Iona to her rightful place.
Yeah, we'd have to talk to Felicity. Do you think Felicity would be satisfied with us just turning it over to somebody else to deal with? I don't think that.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't turn it over to the higher officials in the city. So either she goes to jail for trying to hurt these people, or she brings it to an external source and who potentially takes the turns outside of the city where someone can use Zone of Truth.
Yes, entirely unrelated, and it's a bad idea. I know it's a bad idea. We shouldn't do it. I do kind of really want to go steal that gun.
Turn this murder mystery into a heist.
Gun theft. Gun theft. Gun theft.
I'm going to the jail tomorrow morning to bail my friend out. If you are also there, I will bail you out too.
No, I think they'll just kill me if that's the case. Well, they will try.
Not if you kill him first.
Morgan, I am so confident that if I was to sneak in anywhere with you, I would be the reason you got killed.
I mean, I can make people invisible.
You can't make my armor quiet though, can you?
I don't think I know how to do that, no.
No, but I know how to do that. It's called taking it off. That sounds more flirty than it is, but you know.
Oh, Delphi, I had no idea you felt that way.
Yet another romantic interest for Toss.
Oh my goodness.
Part of Arroway.
Oh my gosh. She's collecting them like bobbleheads.
I just wanted to make Eiriol uncomfortable.
No, I called it out.
If we haven't explained to Delphi what a resting is, then I would have done that.
Probably on the way home,
Yeah.
you explained what it is.
Yeah.
I think Delphi is now quite sad.
We could get her back, though. They won't keep her forever.
We'll get her back tomorrow morning.
I'm sure they allow bribes. Not bail, I mean.
What is a bail but a bribe?
I mean... Hey everyone, it's Ellie here. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. If you are, please consider checking out our supporter Acast link. This is like a virtual tip jar where you can just give us a little bit of a thank you in financial form. We obviously accept thank yous in non-financial forms, and you are in no way obligated to do this. It would just be a nice cool thing. All the proceeds of that go towards things like making a web domain, investing in merch, and also compensating the lovely PCs that I have on this show, because they're great and they deserve all the love and all the riches in the world. You can find that at supporter.acast.com/deck of many aces with spaces in between the words. There's also a link right at the bottom of the episode description. Also, do you have a podcast, TTRPG product, or Twitch stream that you think that the listeners of this podcast might be interested in? If you do, then why not use this space to advertise it? If you're interested in advertising your product here, get in contact with us at deckofmanyaces@gmail.com. Enjoy the rest of the show! Is there anything else you would like to do for this evening? Or anything else
I'd
you'd like
like
to
to
discuss?
talk to Iona when the others have gone to sleep, but apart from that, no.
Would you like to breakout room this, or do you want to...
I don't want to break out room it. Everyone can hear what I have to say. It's nothing backstory. Unless if you think anything comes up, then sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't have anything planned either.
Other two, is there anything you would like to do?
Don't we want to go back and pick up that metal thing late at night?
Well, let's wait till it's dark and then go and get that metal thing.
We might want to do that with Todd, because neither of us are strong enough to pick up the...
Yeah, I got like a...
Why don't we... Because, well, that altercation finished at 6:30, so it must be no later than 7 now, so we could just go to bed super early and then wake up while it's still dark and go get
You
it.
mean at like 3 a.m?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. One second, let me maths. If
Yeah?
we arrive back at like 8, say, then if we get up at 4 a.m, we could have long rested.
Yeah, that was my plan.
So we get up at 4
Hell yeah,
a.m.
that works.
after an
That
early night.
really works.
I mean, Delphi doesn't need a long rest. They have nothing. They've lost nothing.
I have like one spell and one chronal shift to get back, but
Long rests are always worth it.
Yeah, I'll long rest.
oh no, I had one thing total.
In real life, get a long rest.
Yes.
Let me live vicariously through D&D.
So Eiriol, I keep doing this. I keep looking at your like icons and saying your names instead of your characters because Ellie needs a long rest. Delphi and Morgan, you both turn in for the night and start to fall to sleep. I imagine that Toz and Iona are both on different the bottom bunks of two different bunk beds and are just facing each other.
Oh, like a sleepover.
Yeah.
So
But with your aunt?
like a sleepover.
Oh yeah.
A cool aunt.
I have a question. I mean, I haven't had a lot of female role models to give me advice, so I thought it best to ask you.
Of course, dear. What's troubling you?
If you knew someone was going to get hurt, should you tell them?
Well, I suppose so, yes. I think... Is there a way you can stop them from getting hurt?
Yes, but it might hurt more people if I do.
I see. Well, I guess it depends. There are some things you have a duty to protect people and to make sure people are safe. Your mother always believed in that, and I can see that you do as well. But on the other hand, there are some things that I think people need to live through in order to I guess, learn for themselves. Sometimes you can tell somebody something and they won't listen to you. What's this about? Are your friends okay?
You know there's a reason I didn't recognise you, right?
I'm not following.
I didn't meet you after I was that young.
Oh. Well. Do you know when
where the battle was when you disappeared?
Right. Do you think it's because I've come back here, or do you think it's going to happen?
I don't know, which is one of the reasons why I'm telling you. And the other reason is because I have a feeling that even if it's very scary if you found out that you did, in that, I think you'd still go back.
Yes. I'm not sure what I'd do, to be honest. There's a couple of... Being in the profession that I'm in, I know that there's a risk of death. I have to accept that. But I don't know. If I knew beforehand that a battle was going to be my last, I don't know if I'd act any differently.
I didn't think you would. You're too much like Mum.
She really was a great soldier.
Will you tell me more stories about her?
Of course.
She kind of snuggles in her bed like a little kid. Plays a bit with her trunk.
Well, I first met your mother when we were very young. I was actually being bullied in the schoolyard by a couple of older boys. I know. I wasn't always the formidable figure I am now. I have on occasion. Well, I was a little bit of a wee one when I was younger, but I've always been a little bit headstrong, I guess, and perhaps I'd said some things that I shouldn't have said to people who were that much bigger and stronger than me, and I'd sort of got myself backed into a corner, and then all of a sudden this flurry of fists and rage and trumpeting came through, and I was knocked on the floor, and then a hand was stuck out in front of me, and I looked up, and your mother was offering me her hand, and she said, oh, I can't remember now, something along the lines of, you need a little help there, and we've been firm friends ever since. There was one time you slowly drift off to sleep with Iona's stories sort of soothing you into a gentle, restful slumber.
That was adorable, by the way. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, nice one, Am. That was such a cute idea.
Thank you. I was thinking about for a while, and I think after Todd's seeing quote unquote the way things are, or the quote unquote natural order of things, she's like, I don't know if things should always stay the same anymore.
Yes, I appreciate that. I think that's a very sweet character move.
To the jail!
To the jail!
To the jail!
Wait, no. Metal object
Get the metal
first,
thing.
then jail.
Let's...
Aren't we going to do the rest of the evening and then cut to the
I
morning?
was going to say, I think we're going to cut to Raina first, and then we'll
Yeah.
cut to Swampy Time.
And then we'll go pick up Raina from the
Yes.
jail.
If she's still in the jail by then.
She'll be fine. She's rough and ready.
Exactly, she might have escaped.
I mean, maybe. Let's cut back. So, Raina, you are put in a gnomish police wagon and carted back to, or driven back to the police station that you'd seen before. As you're heading inside, can you give me a perception or a history check?
That is a 12.
Okay, never mind.
Yikes.
I hate those.
Teehee. So you are headed in you're sort of brought into the police station. DSI Langland sort of reads you your rights as she's walking you through, and because the layout of this police station is kind of a little bit haphazard, things definitely seem poorly organised, to say the least. She leads you down a couple of sort of winding corridors, and then she leads you through a room with like lots of filing cabinets. Can you roll me another perception check, please?
Let's hope this one's better. It's worse. It's a 10.
Oh no! Oh,
You can't see anything.
Raina goes temporarily blind.
On a 10? What happens on a 1?
You are not. What? Raina dies.
We've all played The Witch is Dead. We know what happens on a 1 to your
The eyes
eyes.
have got to come out somehow.
They do. I will tell you this. So yeah, you can see there's like lots of filing cabinets around. You really are rolling like garbage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see there's lots of filing cabinets around. You notice there is one. They're all sort of alphabetized, and you kind of can see that they've got like active and archived cases on them. You can also see there's a couple of documents out on the table. You only catch a glimpse of them, so you don't see any of the contents. And you get led to a jail cell. It's you got your own like little cell, but it's one of a kind of like a row. There's a couple of other people here, someone clearly in for like drunk and disorderly behaviour, and then a couple of other people. Yeah, you get locked in your cell. Is there anything you would like to do?
There's something Chloe wants to do, but Raina it's a very bad idea.
What does Chloe want
Does
to
it
do?
involve a minute of performance?
It may do. It may do.
Oh,
Because I'm like, well, they'll have taken equipment, but will they have thought to take a flute?
they will have taken equipment.
Raina did just get arrested for doing bard magic.
Yeah.
They do know magic.
They do know
So it
magic
depends
exists.
how like smart.
I
they
don't
are.
know. Would you like to roll to try and conceal your flute?
No, I have a better idea.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay.
But there's also one more caveat. How big is the station? Or like, what's the layout of the station? Like, is it one big room, or is it like we went through corridors?
Yes.
Would you say its radius is in feet?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, God, I have no idea.
Is it a 30-foot circle?
You've asked
that I
the
have
wrong
to be the centre
person.
of?
You've gone in here before. You go in. There's a front desk, which is where you saw Felicity initially. There are then corridors to the left and the right. The corridor to the right, I think probably just has like the staff room and like a changing room. Corridor to the left takes you through a filing room, and then presumably through another room where they take your stuff off of you, and then onto a row of 5 like cells that are all kind of like adjacent to each other.
Presumably, there's more than 4 staff in this police station, isn't there?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
It's about to be like evening though, so it's about to go on like night shift, so
Also, it depends how many people there are in the cell, and also if it's a weekend or not. If it's a weekend, they'll probably have more officers stationed, as there'll be like people out partying and stuff, so they'll want more people for like drunks and cells.
Do weekends exist in this world in the same way that they do in our world?
I hope so.
No, I mean, like, do they have a 7-day week and a 2-day weekend?
Ellie, is it a 4-day work week?
Of course it's a 4-day work week.
Yeah.
What do you take me for?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did confirm that it's a 7-day week as well.
It's a 7-day week because I've already created a fictional calendar for one campaign and I do not have it in me to do it again.
I mean, you could use the 10-day instead of the week.
That's even more confusing.
That's so much more
It's 10
confusing.
days long.
I hate
Chloe, what are you thinking of doing? Like, walk me through it and then I'll, like, yes or no it.
Does Raina know that we can bail her out? Did we say...
I mean, nobody told her specifically. She's also not that smart and has never had...
She knows we're coming for her, right, and that Bastet can make this go away?
I don't think Raina's ever had friends that could afford to bail someone out, so
no.
it's probably not crossed her mind. Like, I want to use my enthralling performance, which basically means I can, like, super charm up to 4 people within 60 feet who
Keeping
watch or listen
digging!
to all
Keeping digging!
But, like, I really don't think Raina would do it on purpose, so if we're going to do this, it's going to be another... What? I didn't mean to do that again.
That's a lot to do by accident.
Yeah, that is a lot to do.
I accidentally did a 10-minute long dance routine.
It makes sense from what I'm thinking, because I wanted to, like, get everybody else in the cell, like, hyped up to sing a sea shanty with me, but I don't know any sea shanties, so that'll be fun.
I know lots of
I know
sea
so
shanties.
many.
You can do it like that. There's another potential way that, like, if you want Raina to be even less aware of it, that I can engineer. It's super up to you. Enthralling performance is not charm person, correct? No. And it is not a...
But they will, if they fail a saving throw, they will be charmed. It's just like super charmed because the target idolizes you. It speaks glowingly of you to anyone who speaks to it and hinders anyone who opposes
Is this
you.
a spell or a subclass feat?
It's a feature.
Yes, it is.
You can charge your performance with seductive fey magic.
Yeah, there's no seduction here. We are not a seductive podcast.
Speak for yourself.
I'll have...
Yeah, to be fair, Tohsya's
That is true.
as hard as physically possible.
Yes, okay.
She doesn't have to try, babe.
I don't want to do it because it's a terrible idea, but also I want to be chaotic and do it.
I am very here for this. And if you think it's, like, way too chaotic for Raina to do it intentionally...
I mean, she is chaotic good, so...
Yes, she is. But if you think that that's too far, then I have a way of doing it that is, like, definitely super not her fault.
Oh.
That intrigues me.
I think we should go with that because I want to know what you
Yeah,
come with.
that's the...
Shall we do that one? Because it's...
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
We've established, by the way, that this enthralling performance can be done through song, right?
It's just performance,
Cool.
so it can be anything.
Alrighty.
Do a comedy set.
No, legit, it's like... Oh, well, it does say singing, reciting a poem, or dancing.
Do the Macarena.
What about my slam poetry?
Isn't comedy just poetry for the soul?
Raina, you settle down to sleep in this sort of uncomfortable cot in the prison, and as you drift off to sleep, you have this sort of like kind of restless, like not particularly deep sleep at first, and then you start dreaming, and you start dreaming of these incredible vistas of pink and purple crystals, jagged and menacing, but also incredibly beautiful. And you get a really strong sense of familiarity just by looking at them, and you wander through this environment for an incredibly long time, taking in the overly saturated colours, the almost mystical and slightly eerie sounds, until you come face to face with a centaur with the most recognisable face. And then you wake up and you realise this entire time you have been singing. In your sleep, you are stood upright, and your fur is glowing this strange, eerie colour. The guards that are sort of stationed immediately outside your and the cells of the others, like people who are being kept here, are all leaning against the bars of your cell, completely enraptured. What would you like to do?
I think Raina just begins just to wait. Did you say the cell was open?
No, but as Raina even thinks about it, one of the guards kind of almost reads it in her face and starts struggling to open the door and gets shoved out of the way by another guy being like, no, I've got to do it, I'm her favourite, and they kind of squabble, and then they throw the door open and all kind of stand expectantly staring at you with awe and wonder and a touch of fear in their eyes.
Raina literally just kind of slightly dazedly wanders out and just kind of keeps walking until she's out of the station. And then I think probably just keeps walking kind of randomly for a bit to sort of get her head straight and just be back in present, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Deep breathing, grounding exercises.
Yeah. Well, less of that and more just the walking, really. I don't think she's not panicking or anything like that. It's just in a bit of a daze.
You wander around the streets of Adavan Lovers and you try and clear your head of this weird feeling. You wander all over the city, and a lot of the paths inevitably lead down to some of the canals. And as you walk through this city at night, every time you look in the reflection of the canals, you see not the shining cities of Adavan Lovers, but these strange spiked crystals of the world in your dreams. The clock strikes 4. Chloe, if you'd like to add in a sound effect at this point.
4 a.m.
Ding. A.m.
Dong.
Thank you for... This isn't Foley, this is just bad.
Ding bong.
So yes, the clock strikes 4, and the 3 of you are gonna, presumably, get up and head back to the industrial swamp.
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to sort of cover on the way, or...?
I'll take Iona with us, because she's also strong.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be like...
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll relate to her the entirety of the events.
Cool. That's probably
Here is everything that has happened.
This is the while you're walking, whisper, 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 whisper.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions?
I mean, a few, but I'm just gonna sit here quietly and punch something if needed.
Good plan.
Cool. Right. Great. So, you all head back to the swamp. Green flutters down and lands on your shoulder, Morgan.
Ah, excellent. I don't have to spend my meagre gold on recasting this.
No, I am feeling nice, and also effort for podcast reasons. It whispers in your ear and conveys to you that nobody has, although there have been a few people coming and going to the swamp in the time since you've been gone, nobody has investigated or tried to move the thing or interacted with it at all.
Excellent. I point it out to the others and kind of gesture at it.
Let's lift.
Can I get you all to roll a strength check, and I'll get Iona to roll it?
I think I might be able to do something. I just want to double check.
Oh, Morgan ain't helping. Morgan's not getting
What
dirty.
can you do, Am?
I got confused between paladins. Sorry, I thought I could help people and give them advantage, but I can't.
I got a 12.
I got a nat 20!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
She just
god.
grabs it and like, lifts it over her head, whatever it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Chucks it 20 feet away and then is like, oh no.
I feel like
needed
I feel like Delphi sort of like tries and fails to lift it out of the ground. Iona's kind of stood hanging back, not really sure what to do. And Toz, you just crouch down, lift with your legs, and pull this thing out of the swamp. There's quite a lot of resistance because it's clearly been shoved down there with quite a lot of force. It's really tangled up in like weeds and things. It appears to be some kind of weapon, not too dissimilar to the one that you saw earlier.
Is it a gravity gun? Is it a gravity gun?
The murder weapon.
Can I get you all to roll an investigation or an arcana check for me, please?
Oh yeah, baby.
I rolled a 4. After my nat 20, I got a 4.
Oh, that's...
8 plus 7.
Plus 5. That's a 5. I got a 5. But also, doesn't Iona get to roll?
I don't think she would know what this is.
I have an 8 plus 7, 15.
Nice. Delphi?
I have an 8 plus 7, 15.
Amazing. So, Tohsya, you are too busy trying to like clean the swamp juice off of this thing, but Delphi and Morgan, you can see glinting in the light that even though this is covered in detritus from the swamp, this is very clearly some kind of flamethrower.
The murder weapon!
Oh.
Embossed on the side are the words Cheerin Brothers, Inc.
We are going to turn the fire exit into a fire entrance.
Many Aces is Am Chisholm, Chloe Elliott, Eiriol Evans, Katie McLeod, and me, Ellie Webster. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Deck of Many Aces, and tweet at us with the hashtag DOMA, that's DOMA. We're also now on Podchaser, so if you love what we do here, please consider giving us a review. Link to the Podchaser is in the description. If you want to hear more of the amazing soundtrack for our podcast, then you can check it out on Chloe's SoundCloud, where she has put all of the original soundtracks that she has composed. It is very wonderful and beautiful, and you should definitely check it out. Also, exciting Chloe news, Chloe has started a Twitch channel. That's right, you can see your favourite nerd. Is she your favourite nerd? She should be your favourite nerd. Playing, I'm not sure what exactly yet, but gaming! Some nice, chilled out gaming. And just hang out with her, which, I mean, who doesn't want to hang out with the Chloe Elliott? You can find her at Chloe_with_the_flow. Link will also be in the episode description. And I think if she hasn't changed her plans by the time this airs, I believe that she's planning on streaming on Sundays. So you should check her out as a lovely weekend treat for yourself. If you want to hear more of Am, then you should check her out on Rendezvous with Destiny, a Scion actual play podcast that she helps to create. She is also in the middle of producing some exciting audio content for you all. I might be in it, I might not be. Let's keep an air of mystery about this. Woo! So keep your eyes and ears peeled for any announcements on the podcast or on our social media. We have already mentioned our Acast supporter link, but it bears mentioning again. All of the donations that we've received so far are really genuinely helpful. They also are just a really, really nice way of showing us that you care and that you love and support what we do. It's always entirely voluntary. There's no obligation to. It just means a lot to us, the people who have donated thus far. We love you very, very much. I think that's probably everything. Next episode is out on the 1st of October, which means it's about to be spooky season! Yeah! We're also hurtling closer and closer towards our anniversary episode, which Ellie still hasn't planned, because life is busy right now. But keep your, again, eyes and ears peeled on our socials and on our little credits, because we will be informing you about whatever cool stuff we've got cooking up for y'all as it gets planned. That's everything from me this week. I will see you in October, lol. Have an ace week. Bye!